Hey there, all my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tarot Therapy Lab. My name is Lauren, and I'm so glad you're here. So I brought my friend with me. I brought Yoda is here with us today. I would like to, this is another Lightworker update reading, and so I wanted to use my Tibetan Quartz Prayer Bowl, which it's an F4 harmonic, which resonates with about 432 hertz. That's the heartbeat of the earth. For all of us light workers, it is so important to stay grounded. Our crown chakras tend to throb. That vagus nerve is just, ooh, sometimes it gets on your nerves, but then all of a sudden, wow, downloads. So here is to help with that, some grounding. So shall we begin? Did I just lose my focus? I knocked over my fluorite. All good. Okay, ready? I'm going to start within to calibrate my own energy so that for me to give this message to you, my energy is calibrated, and then I will go from the outside so that my energy is calibrated with yours. Ready, my lovely light workers? I'm excited. Okay. I wasn't moving earlier. Here's what I need to do. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to pause and fix this, possibly edit. Okay, I got my good old go-to, a bag of 100% soy wax for candle making. Now, second time's a charm. Internal grounding, collaboration, and calibration. Four corners. To you. To me. First one was to Yoda. And to the sacred space for the reading to bring forth divine messages. And now, to you. And because truly all I do is for you. Thank you. Alright, so here we go. This message is going to be beautiful because this card has been waiting for me to be ready to do this reading for like a day or two. It is from the Journey of Love deck, the Woman of Light card. Okay? Time of the Divine Feminine, 49, breaking down to a 13, and then a 4. But Woman of Light, just if you can see that image. Light workers out there, tell me that doesn't represent you. Tell me you don't resonate with that image. The beautiful, purple, indigo, violet. crown chakra is throbbing for so many of us right now, isn't it? We're so in tune, it's a little bit disorienting. In fact, we may not even realize we're in tune because it's disorienting. And that is our call to rise up. There's always a call to rise up, and right now it is definitely hitting the collective. So let's do this. Let's see what the message is for us to meet our divine potential, to meet the energy where it calls us to be. First, I would like to read to you just what the Woman of Light says, because it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful message. Okay. So, Woman of the Light. What I'm going to do is carefully move this right about there so I have a bit of a better view. Okay, I hope that helps. Woman of the Light. Pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, my pleasure, as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. Amen. Ah! Oh, okay, yes, I like truth a lot. I get excited. I come to you now. I am one with you now. We are all one together now. We're truly, the collective is beginning to resonate with this more now than ever. Okay, even in the periphery, those in the spirit, all the different variants of spiritual, religious, philosophical, ideological communities, more and more people are beginning to resonate, return to the universal law of one. Oh, we're starting something beautiful, y'all. Okay. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. That goes to every single one of us. Okay? We are the awakened and the awakener. We may just be aware and approaching awakenedness, but that is awake in comparison to being completely asleep. So embrace and celebrate and rejoice in everything that you've learned, everything that you've come through, everything that's brought you to where you are, because it's all beautiful, because it's leading to something beautiful, because right now inside, the beauty, if you allow it, completely outweighs anything else that might exist contradictorily. You know it's true. Choose it to be true. You can do that. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being. Be it yourself, those around you. You're awake enough to be awake to those who are awakened. And that is a beautiful thing. Like, dive into that. Because all of those who are awake, who believe we're awake, there's so much more consciousness. They're ready for us. We just got to make sure we're ready for it to get to that frequency. So, either within your own self, as a part of your spiritual destiny, or in the form of a beloved other, an awakened one is in your midst, or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being. Yes. Practice deep breaths, because that relaxed state is the receiving state. That deep breath is what puts you in that relaxed, receptive state. And you want to be ready to receive all that's coming towards you, all of the uplifting, all of the transcendent information that is ready for you. Okay. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. I'm shaking my finger in a good way, like, yes, you get to go to the next path. You get a spiritual path, and you get a spiritual path, and you get a spiritual path. Woo! Can I go to Australia? Oh man, Oprah didn't show up today. But that's okay, because she's here in spirit, because that woman is a light worker warrior. Love her. Super Soul Sunday, check it out if you haven't. Okay. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, oh, here we go. This is a big topic lately. If you're having trouble discerning, like truly, like what's me, what's you, what's this trigger, what's that trigger, what's your astrology chart's here, mine's there, like how is this happening? Or just, what? Any of those reactions. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. Serve, not control, serve. Okay? If there's someone that's trying to be a spiritual, act as a spiritual guide, as a coach, as anything, if they in any way try to pressure you, coerce you, if they are not listening to you as much as they are trying to listen from you in order to meet their own, be very discerning. This whole spiritual, I hate to say it, but like marketplace is bursting, and there are a lot of people who don't have the best of intentions, okay, who have the same sort of success and ambition drives of the ego that are not shed, but they know the languages. They've studied enough, but there's something that will seem insincere. You know what I mean? So be very careful. Be very careful. I love Brene Brown, right? So if you want to Google it, it's on YouTube. She talks about it, how important, like, we all have shame, and that is a crucial part of our spiritual journey, is to turn our shame into our power, right? To level it up, to let it go so that that has no power over us anymore, and we're realigned with our own power, the power that through an open heart, open mind, and a receptive soul, we can receive from the divine. That's how it works. So, yes, if there's anyone that is not making you feel more aligned with that, let it go right away. Let it go right away. Don't question. Do not question your intuition. That's what it's about. That's what we're supposed to be learning. Is to be so rooted in our intuition, in our own internal guidance, in our own truth, because that's what divinely aligns us. And we're all going to be different, but we all have a special divine purpose. We all have a soul mission. We're all here to do something for the greater good, because it's a part of our collective divine mission. And we will not understand it entirely. We can't break it down completely as an individual. As a collective, we might have a better comprehension. So just be very discerning. This is like a very prominent thematic topic lately. So this discernment requires much karmic grace to be granted, immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. Take delight, that's what it says. So here's a lesson. Like a little light bulb went off here. So if you are feeling like you're in yourself and you feel in your truth, and or at least you're focused on getting there, maybe you haven't totally it hasn't taken a hold of your core yet, or something to that effect, or similar to. If someone is trying to be your teacher or be your guide or tell you how to be you, trying to control anything, if they're showing you your own light so that you can become the teacher to prepare you for this, and if they are being genuine, not critical, but like genuine, patient, kind, whatever it is, because we're all different, but if they are treating you the way you need to be treated to get to where your destiny is calling, your soul is meant to be, if they can recognize where you're not aligned and help you get aligned, that's great. If they can recognize where you're not aligned and then they tell you that they're the one that has the answer how to fix everything, no. Okay, this is really like, it's all over the place right now. So pay attention, rewind if you need. Be kind, rewind. All right, with that said, we've got a lot more to go. I'm going to pause and break out some mo cards. Mo cards, mo better, right? Yeah. See you in a bit. Alrighty then. Hello, my friends. I took a pause, but, y'all weren't there when I was pausing. So, do you like where I put Yoda? He's taking very good care of this celestite egg here. This is a very precious, precious geode. Celestite is all about angelic communication, celestial higher realms, and plus it's beautiful and it's blue and it's throat chakra. So it helps very much with channeling. And I'll do my best to make sure that I keep my syntax correct within the frame of the typical English language. I love you. Okay, so my lightworker friends, now is that time. And because we're amongst friends, lightworkers, this is a lightworker oracle deck. I'm going to see if I can do some calibration. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep my hand still, so I want you to watch. Holding it over the deck. The deck is here, right? Okay. Yoda's blocking it. The deck is here. So, straighten it out. Ready? Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective of March 2000. Oh. You can sit with me for a second. Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective, Lightworker Collective, March 2020, March 2020, March. Lightworker Collective, is this, are we good? Are we feeling the love for the Lightworker Collective? Are we feeling the love for the Lightworker Collective? Are we feeling the love for the Lightworker Collective? Are we feeling the love? Are we feeling the love for the Lightworker Collective? Are we feeling the love for the Lightworker Collective? How much love for the Lightworker for Collective? That's a yes. So we'll go ahead. Yeah? All right. And, oops, back home you go. And you as well. Yoda is like a super feminist, by the way. He is loving this Woman of the Light card. See, like they're bonding. I mean, next video, I'll let you know if there's like any chemistry between them, like for real. But you can see what's happening for yourself. Okay. Sorry, shuffled. Oh, no, I did not. Shuffle the other cards, but these I felt were intact. So, top of deck, my lovely light workers, is, I almost showed you bottom of deck. What seems to be predominant these days? Wisdom of the Divine Feminine, registering at a 9 with the beautiful light surrounding her. The phyto life, if you might, that and surrounds her with this beautiful flora, this natural life. So we have the Woman of Light, and then we have the Divine Feminine. That's top of deck energy. That's what is face up. That's the explicit. That's the consciousness. Now, what's going on beneath the scenes, right? Behind the curtain. Got karmic cleansing. Yeah, that was going to happen, but I really want you to see. Here you go. A 5. So that's change, right? The only thing constant is change. And karmic cleansing is the most beautiful change there is. It's Dharma. Dharma unfolding. We're clearing our path so that we can live our truth. The truth of whom? The Divine Feminine. Okay. So, with that said, I'm going to intuitively shuffle. Whatever comes out, comes out. Let me make sure I'm sitting where you can see me. Does that help? Okay. Shuffle time. What is the message for the collective spirit? What is the message for the collective today? Today being March, technically 3rd. Oh, this has been coming out a lot lately. We have 2 cards. 2 cards that came out. The first card where can I get it? Okay. Card number 44. Master number. P.S. Warning. Newbies. A little late, but this is... I knew I shouldn't put that there. But it seems so elegant overall. Unfortunately, the laws of physics, collision causes consequences. So this is 44, 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. We are being invited through ritual, okay, which entails many different things for many different people. It's different for everyone depending on your purpose, right? But right now is a time, there's a window when everyone who wants to be a light worker, who has the empathy, who has experienced enough to understand what it means and is ready to take on the role like you would take on any other job, right? You read the description and you think, like, can I do this? I can do most of it. How much do I want it? Like, I really want it. So you go for it. What's the payoff? A better world for humanity. Salary's low, but seems like an okay general package, right? So that is card 44, which is a major master number, right? The next card is taking it down to basics, the first ray of power. In order to be initiated, first you must surrender. And honestly, it's usually after a dark night of the soul, after some sort of awakening, something dramatic changes. And then all of a sudden, by yourself, you look up in a moment, or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, and you receive the first ray of light, and you are introduced to true power. True power has absolutely nothing to do with what you look like, what you wear, who your friends are, status quo, anything. The first ray of power is that initial connection where the divine actually speaks to you directly. It is amazing. It is so amazing. I remember mine very vividly. Well, both of them. I was stubborn. So open yourself up to receive that first ray of power, that divine white light that's begging to come into you and to purify you and to release you of all of your past attachments. It's an ego death. Afterwards, there may be difficulties, but it's a different kind of confidence. It's like an eternal confidence. And it has nothing to do with you. It's something you receive from like the universe, from God, from source, from the higher power, from like the ultimate creator of it all, God. Straight up. I'm just saying it. That's the most common word in the world I live in. God is like waiting for you. You're so invited. It's an awesome little party here in the Lightworker world. There are a lot of amazing people who are so ready to connect with you, who are going to open up your mind, your heart, uplift you, bring out the worst of you, and love you anyway, who are going to allow you to be yourself. Okay, because that's what this is all about. Your truth, not that which has been projected upon you or others' expectations. This is about you and your truth. And your truth is so beautiful. Other people sometimes get scared of that, or they don't recognize it because they're too inundated with other things. That has nothing to do. That does not dilute your truth. You make the choices. You got this. Whoosh. Okay, sorry. Not sorry. Thank you for being so awesome, for being here. Okay, I have to go ahead. It's at 28 minutes. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to, do the things, to click the like and the subscribe and the notifications and share and all that. But most importantly, the message. Okay, and comment. Let me know how you feel. You can't. Okay, I got this from Water Baby Tarot. She was wearing a sweatshirt. If you don't feel, you can't heal, right? Okay, so with those energies out, we still have the Divine Feminine at the bottom of the deck. We are living in the era of the Divine Feminine right now, the uprising. Ooh! So here we have the 7th ray. Here we have the 1st ray. So there's ritual going on, but first, this is available, but you gotta get through the first level. Like any video game or any... I'm trying. I told you I didn't... Okay. But it's like any video game. It's like any... it's like college sports. I mean, like if you can't make it Division 1, or like if you can't make it in the first division, you're not going to make it in the second division. If you can't make it in the like amateur leagues, you're not going to make it in the major leagues. So, Divine Feminine on top. You see that? It says grounding. 15 breaking down to a 6, which is also, it's change, but it's change. Okay, we're going to leave that there. But it's change that embraces and settles somewhere for a bit. It's like, okay, everything's changed, so I'm going to settle here for now. That's top of deck energy. So we need to keep this energy alive while focusing on grounding it. So this is very much speaking to me of Mother Earth, of Gaia, of like just not forgetting where we came from. She's going here for now. Just like that? Yes. Okay, so far away, but still our key. Now, next, this is primarily for my water sign friends, whom I love. Honestly, I love you so much because I am Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Cancer rising. I've got lots of water friends. Sometimes we have to take breaks, right? Because a little too much water can be a little too much water. Like, I don't have all my scuba gear with me all the time. Neither do they. So, but it's awesome. It is the most beautiful thing. I mean, it's life-changing for me as I just stated. So, but balance is everything. Balance is everything. Especially when it comes to the elements. Fire, air, water, earth, spirit, space, right? Okay. So next, I wish I was doing a live chat and I could ask what y'all want to do next. Except for my water baby loves, including Aquarius. So if you're a water sign or an Aquarius, or if you know any water signs, or if you have any water in your chart, which I know enough to know that you most likely do, and if you don't, it's an anomaly. This is the Mermaid Oracle. So we've got the Lightworker message, and now we're going to move on to the specific message, especially for those Lemurians, Atlanteans, and special star seeds. Okay? Okay. I'm going to pause for just a sec. So I got to calibrate before each reading. I love you. I'll be back. Okay, my loves. I have completely forgotten all 33 seconds up until this point to play my jams. So, ready, set. If you don't like Alt-J, just give it a little listen in the background. Top of deck. Rama. It says, Wonder voyage, crossing the deep waters, pilgrimage journey of the soul. This is about reconnecting with yourself and with your truth. Good, yeah, Yoda likes. I'm going to put that there just while I discuss it. So I've got some notes. Okay. So, you've heard in the great legends and stories of the Celtic people of this world and Marama. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, you are now. You may very well be from there, my lovely starseed. And of the many islands and seas that must be crossed, of the ninth wave. 9, kind of like the divine feminine being 9. And of the places that you can journey to, underlined, we come to sing to you of your own soul voyage, that must take place now, right? Gotta do it now. Because, dude, it's your soul voyage. What better time than now? Okay. You have long divided yourself into your parts, your emotions you keep separate from your head. The lines you have so clearly divided all into will blur, and you will at times no longer know what is real or unreal. Welcome to the depths, my friends. Scuba gear much? Okay. And you will sing. But all the while we will sing you onwards, calling you forth, so you come to follow the journey of the soul. Prepare for sights that are wonders, creatures who defy your imagination, right? Awakened ones all around you, fellow Lemurians, Atlanteans all around you, original starseeds. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. And discoveries about who you are, especially with my water signs and my aquas, and everyone with that water and aqua in their chart. It's a part of you too. Yeah, it is. You will gather so much and experience such awe that you will feel at times you may be dreaming. But you are not. You are embarking on an imorama. And all that you encounter, such as other awakened souls, yourself being one of them, accepting yourself as one of them, is the unknown. Lands of strangers will teach you, and you will be akin to Odysseus as he voyaged. And you will discover that the mermaids are not those sirens of myth, but the navigators of the emotional underworld. I think the siren's going off, and I think the sirens are us, the navigators of the emotional underworld, and the world above needs that guidance. Okay? Don't let the thought of underworld mire you in negative thoughts, okay? It's just like the subconscious. It's meant to be integrated. All that exists is meant to be integrated, okay? The more we fight it, the more power we give it. If we integrate it, if we face it, if we shine our light on dark, for example, we find balance, neutrality, health. And we in turn glorify the divine. So, who will help you reach the other side, extending yourself, feeling the wind in your hair? Maybe fellow awakened souls, the women of light. It is very much about women of light now. It's about embracing the feminine. The feminine right now, we are recalibrating to regain balance between masculine and feminine. It's not that men are better, women are better, or anything. It's not that like struggle or fight is supposed to be what's going on. What's supposed to be going on is a focus on returning to balance and homeostasis and recognition in one another of those things that are worth being, that are the essence of all that is being. Okay. I'll leave that there. Shuffled. interestingly enough, I don't remember, right underneath that card on top of deck, honor the masculine. What I say, balance, 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 balance. We must honor the feminine in ourselves. We must honor the masculine in ourselves, so that in reflection, we may honor the divine feminine and masculine in others as it is, and encourage the balance to occur as it is naturally meant to do so. Right? The music underneath. So, with this, the integrating of self as the emotional guide for the world. Underneath we have Lemuria returns. The feminine is pregnant with the future of the world. Okay? We are more and more empowered in a good way. In a good way, always in balance. Our empowerment should be balanced with empowering any and everybody, despite of whatever sort of gender orientation they may or may not have, whatever it is, however they approach it. Approach is balance. These are the seeds of the rest of humanity. I'm just saying, if that seems intense, just take it as a blessing, because you get to be a part of that. It says earthy spirituality, community, ocean, conservation, right? So, and it's a 29, breaking down to an 11, 45 breaking to a 9, so pre-ascension and ascension. Okay. Give a real quick gist of 29. Then we're going to shuffle and bring out the real deal. Well, not that this isn't the real deal, but the message intended for this. So, highlighted parts. Do you know of this place? A place where Mother of All was loved and revered. Oh wait, no, loved in reverse. Where you were at one with the land, sea, and the sky. This place was and is Lemuria. You are connecting with her energy now. Scuba gear. My dad's name's Steve, so like Scuba Steve. Okay. Lemuria was and is a tropical paradise. From the bare masculine energy of New Zealand to the feminine lush energy of Phi Phi in Thailand, Lemurians were and still are peaceful tribal people who are advocates of mutual responsibility and caring. What? Yes. Between the masculine and the feminine. That's what it's all about right now. That's world peace. It's not if women were in charge. Women have been in charge, let me tell you, for thousands of years, prehistorically. And now men have been in charge for a very long time. There have been brief moments where we've shared, but it's time for parity. Sorry, I almost said tessellate, because, but it's not too far from the point. Divination, a time of sharing responsibilities and pleasures, meaningful gathering with codes and ethics, enjoying a time of great good health, and close and nurturing friendships that respect individual boundaries and choices. Did you hear the way I said that? Like it got serious. And respects individual boundaries and choices. We're all mutually responsible for those, okay? Life for a time becomes very simple. Seasonal eating, building non-permanent homes, living outdoors for as much time as possible. An ability to work with sunlight and moonlight extremely effectively without becoming wired, as we often are by moonlight. New full moon in Virgo coming up on my birthday as a Pisces during Pisces season, initiating Mercury going back into Pisces from Aquarius. It's also my Zinziggy. Yeah, it's a big deal. Okay. Be careful for becoming dehydrated because of sunlight. Winter, not whatever season. Stay hydrated because you're in the light. This feels now like a valid choice and a way forward in a world that worships such false idols as money, celebrity, and fame for its own sake. Humility, humility, humility. Okay. So, we're merciful, and what is the message today for our collective at 46? What's the message for this beautiful collective? Star seeds from everywhere. Come on. I need bigger hands. All right. Anything else? We got our message. First card out. Energy field adjustment. Main card, supporting cards, starts with energy card energy field adjustment is aura cleansing and health. Okay, random funny story. So white sage smoke cloud, like super London fog all throughout my living space. Last night, I woke up this morning, I found 3 spiders dead. Okay, like, ugh. It works though. It's like I didn't even realize it was functional on that level. Oh, wow. This is about to get sexy, y'all. Sexy is chi. Chi is creativity. This is energy. You can use however you want it. Just because it says sensuality doesn't mean that has to be the way you use it. But if that's the way that works for you, that brings about your highest good, by all means. Yes. Second card. Got blue throat chakra. 37, breaking down to a 10, to a 1, new beginning. This card here, a 6, change, new beginning, followed by divine sensuality. What card better represents the balancing of the masculine and the feminine? This is pure creativity. Whether it's procreative, co-creative, innovative, or all of the above. Okay? But the feminine is the primary source right now. So do not let your energy, if you're in the feminine energy, be undervalued. You hear me? And if you're in the masculine energy, do not undervalue the feminine, because it will come back around. We have to be responsible for our karma right now more than ever. So I'm going to put those there. Okay. It's good stuff, y'all. Okay, so if we look at the correspondences here. Oh, press play. There's a commercial music, so. All right. Free reading if you recognize the song and post it in the comments. Free personal reading. Okay, so here we have the first ray of power, right? The initial divine download. Here we have divine sensuality. So for the divine feminine, which was the divine feminine wisdom, was the one of the surrounding energy cards that repeated itself as a surrounding energy card for the Lightworker Oracle, right? That divine feminine is all about owning your sexuality, and Lilith is like so in charge right now. So when I say owning your sexuality, I mean being responsible and letting it be your divine sensuality, not your wreaking havoc sexuality, okay? Sex is a very important part of life. Hashtag I'm celibate. Because I choose to be, and creative energy is more important to me at this time. However you choose to use your energy, you get to choose, okay? Just because we live in a world that tells us we have to be with a man as women, or as men that we have to, have a woman by our side, your energy is what matters, okay? Your potential for what you can create, what you can do, and for what you can contribute to the world. So this divine sensuality, speaking to the first ray of power, this first ray will wake this up hardcore. Speaking from experience, don't need to know the details. And then we have 44, seventh ray of ritual and ceremony, visions. So visions here, for all of my Lemurian friends, my Atlantean soul seeds, this is, which many of us are, okay? Don't worry about it. If it doesn't resonate with you, as you go further and further into your research and then dive into getting to your understanding of your role in this enlightenment era, of this era of awakening spiritually, you will understand that role, and it will come to you in visions, and those visions you will want to communicate them, okay? Those visions are going to come from your emotions, from your state of being whenever you're completely in your higher self. That's the seventh ray. So the difference between the first and the seventh is pretty vast, right? There's a whole lot of steps in between. But in the first ray, in this divine sensuality, which is the root chakra, right? That's the first ray. You begin to feel grounded enough to where that Kundalini starts waking up, and you begin to be able to speak your visions. So this is a transit card between your throat chakra and your brow chakra, your third eye chakra, to where that your intuition is super, it just connected. And it's all based on this energy field adjustment of balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine within yourself, so that it may be reflected in the world around you and through your emanation reflected back to you. Okay, and you learn a baseline, and you start creating boundaries, and then people are attracted to that, and they learn to adapt to you because you are speaking divine truth. You're living divine truth. What deck's next? I know. Yes! Another commercial. It's like, I'm in Plain County. I love some Breeze Blacks. Bottom of deck, starting out energy. Worthy. You're worthy. Everyone's worthy. Gotta live up to it. Top of deck, worthy of what? All the power. The divine power that lives within you. By the way, this is a Lemurian amethyst wand. Very grateful for it. It's the best I've ever seen. Do a quick shuffle. And let's see what Spirit's message is. It will be going here. By the way, okay, just a quick insert. And again, if you are here and you have not yet liked, shared, subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to do so. There will be more to come. Oh my gosh, there's so much more to come. And I'm gonna keep channeling everything for you. This is this is like a very, very good friend that makes this. Vibe Tribe Nations. You can find her on Instagram at Vibe Tribe Nations. The number's there. This spray is rose, Florida, and holy water. It is the most glorious cleansing energy spray that I have yet to encounter. I highly recommend it. Music's so good. Isn't music just like... Oh. Alright. For all of my water signs of the collective, because everybody's got a little bit of water usually, or you know someone with some water that is important to you, because we all need that balance. If you don't have water in your chart, you're going to be attracted to people who do. And the aquas especially. And hey, my birthday is March 9th, so for all the birthday folks out there, for all of those in their birthday season, all the Pisces, what is the message for this audience, Spirit? 3 cards. I want to take these. That's not how I usually work. I'll show you what they are. Love you so. Intuition, followed by manifest, followed by commitment. So it looks a little like this. Does that work? The middle one's intuition. Man. Okay, but my rule is I shuffle and it shows itself. That, I don't know if we're going to get a better message than that. Ooh, violet flame on top. Spirit, what is the message for this collective? What is the message for this collective, please? Got 2. What is the message? Okay, and 3. We started with star seeds, y'all. I know who I'm talking to, and I think that you do too. The second card that came out is voice. So starseeds, now is the time to speak. We all have a mission, and we have to act now. And in case there is any worry, don't worry, because the third card is gifted. You're gifted. You're gifted. And sometimes that can seem like it presents more challenges. However, as a part of the collective, there's nothing we can't do. I'm going to change. You know what? No, I'm not. Okay. Let's read it. Starseed, my love. Oh my gosh. So perfect. So perfect. It's been coming out a lot lately. The page fell out. Okay. The loving, benevolent being in this card has come to you today to share his words of encouragement. There are many who feel as though they don't belong here on earth. I bet you resonate. I resonate. It hurts sometimes to be here because it's like, just, you know how much better it could be, right? Like, if you were home, this idea of home, right? That's moving on. It can be a tough journey with many experiences and obstacles to overcome. You no longer have to question whether you're supposed to be here or not, or whether you belong. You most absolutely belong here. Your soul has chosen this incarnation for many reasons, and the universe has brought you here for a reason as well. Do not doubt the wisdom of you being here and of you being here now. You are a very sensitive soul, connected to the subtle energies that weave and ebb throughout the cosmos. You may find that you are acutely affected by the moods and thoughts of others as well. Although at times it may feel like this is a gift, it may not always feel like it. It is a special part of your makeup. It is your blueprint, right? Your prana, your natal chart, all of our natal charts. This is a collective thing. This is our time. Your keen ability to sense and intuit these energies is an aspect of the gift you are here to bring to the planet. And whether you're born in 1953, 60, 63, 70, 80, 83, 90, 93, it applies to you. Okay, this shift is happening. It's been happening for a very long time. From our general life expectancy perspective, right? So you, my lovely starseed, could be any type of healer or a teacher, but this largely depends on whether you choose to hide away from the world or to engage in it. At times it may seem easier to just hide away. Yes, it does. It does for me. But I'm very proud that I'm stridentally past that. But this is not what you have come here to do. You carry a high frequency, and through your everyday contact with others, you are sharing that high frequency. As you allow yourself to open up to the world around you, you'll find yourself opening up to the higher information and energies as well. Usually, starseeds are guided and directed by beings of a cosmic/galactic nature. If you're not as familiar with that yet, there's tons and tons and tons of information available these days. Like, it's unprecedented. Cosmic Journey Evolution is a great channel that I recommend, especially her Starseed video recently. Check that out. Usually, starseeds are guided and directed by beings of a cosmic or galactic nature. This can sometimes mean that it takes more effort and patience when communicating with their guides. The Starseed card asks that you consciously work on developing your connection with your guides, as there is information awaiting you. All right. Voice perfect song. Let your voice be heard, starseeds. Did you hear that? Okay, good. You are a beautiful and wise being of the divine, made to bring forth your individual truth and expression. No more holding back. No more. Just take it. No holding back. No more staying small You are being called now to use the gift of your words and the power of your voice. Blue chakra of vision. Speak your vision. Speak your voice. The divine is speaking to you, and it is like just, you got the power. Speak it whenever the divine timing tells you to. Be ready to speak your divine truth. Please and thank you. You are being called now to use the gift of your words and the power of your voice. What you have to say is important. What you have to share is needed. You could be finding yourself being asked to step out in front of groups to talk, or you may be finding that situations keep coming up where you're being given an opportunity to be vocal about what you think, believe, about what you feel. For many of us, this does not come easily. Word. I mean, not if you're being real. Like, you want to be, speak to the choir of the status quo. That's a lot to me. That used to be a lot easier to me, for example. But like using your authentic voice, that's amazing. That's truly amazing. And like you can do it. I'm doing my best to do it right now. This isn't easy. This is scary for me. And I'm here. And I'm talking to you. Whew. We can do this. You could be finding, okay. You're being given an opportunity to be vocal about what you think, believe, or feel. For many of us, this does not come easily. Often, we have had past experiences which discouraged us from expressing ourselves openly. Just kidding. Those experiences make us stronger. There's no need to be negative about them. But if you are, look, forgive yourself. Go with the energy you're feeling and harness it in a way that works for you rather than against you, okay? It's okay. It's okay to feel negative. That's a part of life. To pretend you don't ever feel negative, I don't think so much okay. It is time to begin to heal those old understandings and allow yourself to be seen and heard. Each of us has a unique expression, whether you're being asked to sing, chant, pray, speak, or teach. It is your voice that needs to be heard. This can also be related to simply stating what is true for you in your relationships. Oh, yes. That's where it all starts. If you can't be true in your relationships, there's all sorts of different dynamics. But you've got to be true to you. You've got to find the platform to speak your truth and grow from there. Glow up from there. You are meant to glow. You are a light worker, a light body, a light being. I don't care who you are watching. You may not have ever heard of this before, but you've got love in you. And that's all it is. This can also be related to simply stating what's true in relationships. It could involve stating your point of view, needs, or desires, regardless of how different they may be. It is time to remember who you are. Who are you? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. I want to know you. I put myself out there. You can let me know you just a little bit. I already knew this part, but you, my dear friend, my dear starseed, my love, my beautiful soul, you are a spark of God. You've got the divine spark. Stand up for yourself. Stand tall in what you believe. Speak from your heart, and your words will always be heard. Your voice is a gift, and it is meant to be shared. You are about to empower yourself in a way that you have not experienced before. Can you imagine that? To be more empowered than you've ever imagined, but in a healthy way. You're just connected to the divine, and like you know your purpose. And it's not like there's not going to be resistance. Maybe there will, maybe there won't. But when you know, and you know, it's a beautiful thing. Like there's nothing better. There's no amount of money in the world that can buy that for you. You will notice that by taking this step of being vocal, you fall more into alignment of what you are really here to do. I love you so much. I can't wait to hear your voice. Oh, comment, talk to me. You guys are amazing. Okay, haven't gotten to gifted yet. We're going to get there. Man, me and Yoda got a powwow for just like a sec. You ready to talk about how gifted you are? Forget that. Here you go. This card is a reminder that you are most certainly talented, gifted, and skilled in a very special way. It's time to stop looking outside and comparing yourself to others. Your gifts were never intended to function or work exactly the same as another person's gifts. By looking at how others are more gifted or better than you, you are unintentionally sending energy out to the universe, which says you are less than. No, you're not. Strike that from your mind. This action is the very thing that is blocking your gifts from developing. Believe in yourself. Believe in your gifts, the scary ones, because they're so powerful, but you're gifted. Whatever is comfortable for you, bring it in your private time, however it is that it works. Embrace your gifts. Those gifts are from God. You want to insult God, you know. Do you feel me? This action is the very thing that is blocking your gifts from developing to the fullest potential. You cannot compare yourself to anyone else. If you see greatness in someone else, it is because you hold the quality of greatness within you. That is how the world mirrors ourselves for us, by seeing ourselves in others. This card can also come if you're experiencing fear or apprehension about sharing your gifts with the world. Scary? Take a deep breath and say, it's okay. I allow it. So be it. My gifts are my gifts, and I embrace them. Underlying this fear are beliefs and doubts about whether you are enough or good enough, and Spirit is asking you to start addressing those beliefs immediately. Sometimes our fear of sharing our gift is the very thing that blocks us from discovering how we can best use it in service to others. In either case, the gifted card comes because you are doubting yourself. My sweet soul starseed. I understand. Schumann resonance is off the charts. That puts all us light workers. That's like a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of work to do. It's daunting.
Thank you so much.
You're questioning yourself for who you are as a person or whether you have anything of value to give. Your unique gifts are very needed here on the planet. Your spirit is asking that you place your doubts aside and start to cultivate self-worth. I love you. Do you know that I love you? I love you. And my love for you is a reflection of my experience of the divine. And everything I've been through is how I know the divine loves me, and that's how I know the divine loves you, and that's how I know I love you. It's a commercial again. Pause. Okay, that commercial is quick. Again, Spirit is asking that you place your doubts aside. You don't have to completely get over them or conquer them. Just put them to the side for now because we have work to do. We have gifts that are gifted not to be discarded, but to be put into action and to use. Whatever your gift is, you're gifted for a reason. You were given certain gifts because only you could bring them into the world the way that you do. Trust your soul's wisdom in choosing the path that you are on. Trust your soul's wisdom in choosing the path that you're on. Do not doubt. Fuck what everybody else says, okay? Fuck what anybody else says or anyone else's expectations. You have made the choices that you've made because you are stronger than anyone else realizes, and you are on the right path. Even if it's different from the path they think you should be on, it's not about them. It's about you because this is your soul. So trust your soul's wisdom in choosing the path that you're on. And trust your soul's wisdom about the gifts that you are here to give. I love you. Yoda loves you. You are beautiful and amazing and luminous and courageous and inspiring. You inspire me. Everyone who watches inspires me because you're on the same truth-seeking path. You want to know things. You want to connect to your intuition. You want to understand something rather than just react to it the way the world would have it be, okay? Because you are beautiful. From my heart to yours, from the divine to my mind to your ears, I love you with all of my heart, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh my gosh, my lovely light workers. I'm just at your service. I don't know. Thank you so much for everything. Honestly. Good night.